Hey guys, this is Gallrok, and decided I might as well get this video out of the way early, and might as well start talking. But I think I'm probably gonna go over my talent choice and maybe some glyphs. Well, we got the first tier, level 15, and we got Nature's Guardian, which is pretty much if you're about to die, you get some bonus health. We got your standard old shield. And then we got reduced 40% damage for 6 seconds, 2-minute cooldown. So, let me give you some thoughts about this tier. So, whenever a damaging attack brings you below 30%, your maximum health is increased by 25% for 10 seconds, and your threat level towards the attacker is reduced. This effect cannot occur more often than every 30 seconds. Well, in my personal opinion, that's going to increase your percentage of health, but I mean, in most circumstances, if you're going to get dropped below to 30% hits from bursts, such as like a mage or a warrior or a pally, there's a good chance that either A, they're going to start finishing you, or that B, your healer's already in CC, and I really honestly don't think this is going to save you from that situation. Now, next is the shield. Now, I really like this. 1 minute cooldown, it throws on a shield, and every 5 seconds after it increases, it gives you more of a shield, and I really like that. The one problem I really have with this though is it has 5 health. All a player's gotta do is poke the totem, and there goes one of your defensive cooldowns. Now, they're actually buffing this next patch, which will make it really interesting, so I'm gonna look forward to it, and I'll probably do some testing on it. But for now, it just doesn't seem viable for me. And then last is Ancestral Shift. Now, the reason why I choose this as my talent is because not only does it have a 2-minute cooldown, and I really like that 2-minute cooldown because that actually works really well with Spirit Walker's Grace, if I could even go there. As you guys might know, Spirit Walker's Grace is just, you can move while casting for 15 seconds. And I really like having those guys in unison, because when I pop Spirit Walker's Grace, it's almost always either going to be defensive spamming my healing surge, or it's going to be me popping Ascension and going on the offensive to try to go ham and nuke the opponent down. And with Ancestral Shift on the field for 6 seconds, it really helps me free cast a little bit more. I also, for kicks and giggles, have my Life Bloom. Since it's 2 minutes, I throw Life Bloom down just on that. So I got three guys all taken care of, and 1 little burst. It really helps me not only helps me manage my keys, which are cluttered, but also makes it so I get that little bit of haste while I'm walking and moving with damage reduction. It's really nice. So, second talent you got. So we got Frozen Power, makes it so your Frost Shock stuns. Earth Grab Totem, upgrades your totem so that it now holds them down. And we got Wind Walk Totem, which is pretty much run around, do whatever the hell you want. So, Frozen Power, I really like this, but as you can see, I actually don't run Frost Shock because of the fact that with Spirit Walker's Grace and the slow from this, the slow from this, the stun from this, my Hex, I know it sounds kind of noobish, but I honestly don't use Frost Shock as often as this would be useful for me. So I really like it. I actually spam the crap out of it on enhancement, but it's just not too helpful when it comes down to my guy. Earth Grabbing Totem, it pretty much makes it so your slow is now a root, which I really like, especially in combo with Capacitor Totem. Dropping down the stun, or this root, which as you can see lasts for 5 seconds, and Capacitor Totem, which goes off after 5 seconds, is a really nice combo. I mean, against warriors, if they charge you, or if people close the gap on you, drop this, drop that, and they pretty much are forced to be in your stun. And for a person that doesn't use Tomatic Projection, I mean, it's really helpful to combo off on them. And you might have seen that in some of my older videos. Then there's Windwalk Totem. Really nice support. But honestly, as a ranged caster, I mean, this isn't going to help that much besides for trying to peel. And I mean, I have Earth Grab Totem and Ancestral Shift to already help with that. And this is more of an aggressive choice, in my opinion, compared to Windwalk Totem. So, third tier, I pretty much don't like any of these. I mean, Woot resets some cooldowns. I mean, wow, that's gonna, oh my goodness, Capacitor Totem, thank you. Wow. Another button. We got Tomatic Projection. I mean, I like it, run it on enhancement, but requires you to be focused and actually have good aim. And Tomatic Restoration, which is pretty much something that I really like to use, especially since I go with Healing type Totem, and I've upgraded this totem, just because of the fact that, I really, when you drop these totems down, like Earth Grab Totem, or Capacitor Totem, or this one, or that one, or other totems that are important, it's really, really helpful to not have those totems be dumped. And this pretty much is just kind of insurance for that. So, next here, we got Elemental Mastery, 2-minute cooldown, 30-second haste. Ancestral Swiftness, pretty much some bonus haste, gives you some extra instant cast and stuff. Echo the Elements, it's kind of like my Mastery. So, Elemental Mastery, it's getting buffed next patch, which is nice, and I'm pretty fond of it. I'm not using it on either spec, but I see potential in this. It's kind of like a baby version of Bloodlust, but, you know, not a baby, and you can dunk scrubs really easily with it. 2-minute cooldown, I mean, I can macro that. It's pretty nice, it's viable. Ancestral Swiftness, this spell seems too hard to combo off with. I mean, as a healer, it would probably be very nice with the concept that you could easily throw down instant casts like panic heals and stuff. But I think a problem with it is the whole fact that cool 5% melee haste and spell haste, and then a 1.5 second instant cast. But I mean, why not just go with the Bloodlust for 20 seconds? I mean, this is pretty much only a situational thing, which I don't know. And Echo of the Elements. I choose Echo of the Elements because, as an elemental shaman, I am a huge fan of our mastery. I mean, Elemental Overlord, man, I'm just a huge fan of wherever it is, because it is hiding from me, hates me, and all my children. There it is. This pretty much your mastery is, you got a significant chance to duplicate a spell, and I love Echo of the Elements because it's that same thing, you got a chance to duplicate a spell, but the thing I love about it is it can proc from your mastery. If you look at some of my videos, I've had situations where I'll cast Lava Burst or Elemental Blast 2 to 3 times almost every single time. And it's just hilarious. I mean, in the Battleground video I just posted, I literally would stand there, and there would be situations where I would just click Lava Burst once and throw out, like, a crap ton of them at the enemy. And it really dunks people really fast if they're not careful. So, now we got some more defensive cooldowns. We got Conductivity. I'm not even going to go into that. Makes me mad. Don't like it. Ancestral Guidance. This is really good if you have high burst, and I mean, it's really good for team sustain, but you have to concentrate on it. I mean, with Ancestral Guidance, if you pop this, and then you get CC'd by a Hex, or by a Blind, or by a Polymorph, or by a Fear, I mean, that's a pretty huge cooldown just thrown away. That's why I kind of like Healing type Totem. I mean, for one, it actually has 10% of the caster's life, which is a huge help. It makes it so people are way less willing to hit it down. But another thing that I really like about it is you free cast while it's up. You don't have to focus on anything. It's just going to passively heal you in the background. And then for the last talents, we got our nukes. We got Unleash Fury, which improves all of your imbues and your unleashes. Or not your imbues, just your unleashes. Primal Elementus, which makes your elementals, not only do they look cool, but they freaking get some really high burst in there. And then Elemental Blast. It's pretty much just another nuke. So, Unleash Fury, I mean, it's decent. I don't really like it too much on Elemental Shamans, just because of the fact that it's not 100% reliable. I mean, the ones you would really use would be Flame Tongue, and I mean, you don't cast Lightning Bolt very often, you only cast that as a filler. And I mean, it's not very helpful at all. And then we got Primal Elementus. It's cool and it's viable, but I really like Elemental Blast. I feel as though it's the most viable because of the fact that not only it gives you another spell to cast in your rotation, which is highly lacking already for Elemental Shamans. I mean, Flame Shock, throw on the Leash Elements, Fire Burst, and then, cool, we jump around saying hello to people. But now we got Elemental Blast, and Elemental Blast actually really makes up for Lava Burst. It really gives us a filler. But something that I also really like about it is the fact that not only does both Echo of the Elements and your Mastery work on it, but I really like how it gives haste and mastery and critical chance. That just kind of adds to your burst over time, far more in my opinion than the other two. But the thing I really like about it is for those who have Windsong on their item, Windsong is pretty much a baby version of that. It's 1,500 chance every time you cast a spell, and that's pretty helpful. So yeah, I mean, this is my idea for what I think are the best talents. This is what I've been rolling with. 5.12, I'll have to do some testing, but from now, this is what I feel is what's going to get Elemental Shamans the best DPS output. Thanks for watching.